And we were able to launch it and had all this great tech in it, and it all worked. The problem for us was that when we actually launched, there was two bugs in the swap contract, swapping from DivX to Divi, and it made our team lose all of our the team tokens that we had to try to launch, and we had to put in 17,000 Divi or 17 million Divi. I put in 10 million. Michael Greenwood put in six, and Nick put in one because he didn't have as much, and and so we put that in to try to make everybody whole, and that was because what was happening is that Divi was getting lost, and other people were getting doubled up, and so some people end up with like double the Divi, and it was one of these things where like none of that happened in testing, but then when we went to go actually do it, when 1,000 people tried to all get their coins at once, certain things broke down, right?
Is
So
that smart contract? Exactly.
And I think
yeah,
it's really
so
good that you talk about it because I don't think it was talked a lot, and especially not since a long time. And I
Yeah.
think people don't realize that for for a coin to exist, there is a lot of things happening in the background, and
Yeah.
crypto is a very it's an industry with full of scammers.
yeah,
And in the life of a
Exactly.
project, unfortunately, they get scammed a lot, and they have, with very small budget, a very small team, usually very dedicated people who are
Yeah.
carrying all the things on their back. And usually people don't talk about that because you don't want to show that you want to show weakness, right? but
Exactly.
but in reality, like, it is how the project like move forward. Unless they got dozens of millions, which most project didn't, then it is the normal path, and it is a very difficult one.
I think I
yeah,
want to add that the takeaway from this, because I was there when this happened. I was part of the community and part of the group. I wasn't as close to Nick or Geoff yet. I was in the beta testing team. The most important thing, that's early, and we did experience those issues with the code from that original team. I think that if we kind of sweep all the problems aside and we look at what happened, we have a team that lied originally, that I did well, they have the money, so they consumed the resources of the blockchain. And then you get to this point to where you have people now volunteering their time. I know that when you talk about funding of the new blockchain, you took that out of your own pocket. And I know that Nick worked for free for a very, very, very long time. And then you also have people who some people have heard of them, called the beta bashers, who helped Yuri and helped the people and helped those teams. And everybody volunteered and pitched in because they believed in crypto made easy. So we have this group that kind of grifts off of the beginning birth of what was to be crypto made easy. They eat it, and it could have died. And it's through, really, Geoff, you making it all possible, because even if all the volunteers and even all the people putting their time, if there wasn't a blockchain we could start working on and testing and driving and pushing forward, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all the things you put into it. That's all I'm gonna say. It you could have walked away, but we're now 2024, and you're still here. You're still putting in time, and you're still promoting it. You may be on other projects, but you're still pushing Divi, and you got hosed. And so did Nick, and so did Michael in those early days. So, Rob, I think your mic is off. I don't know if you're talking, but yeah, I just wanted to say that I think most people don't know that story, that you got slammed and were left with an empty bag.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
There were many times where I like sold a property for like $150,000, and I would take all the money and then try to buy Divi while it was falling because some asshole was like dumping on us, or somebody got hacked, and then a diamond node was getting dumped, and I would try to protect the price, and I lost so much money doing that. Probably just doing that alone was probably $1 million, you know.
Wow.
And
Wow.
then and also when we went on, we had no money, right, when we launched Divi, and so I put in 7.5 Bitcoin for liquidity for the for market, you know, for market making, and
Yeah.
so that we would have a market, right? The Divi had
Right.
$0. We had no Divi and no cash either. We were at zero in
Good
both, right?
times.